Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So while you can't see Rochelle Krowinski, who is our board representative this evening, we'll be able to hear Rochelle. So Rochelle, go ahead.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm watching you all, so keeping an eye on everyone and enjoy seeing people in the sanctuary, as I'm sure Jesse and Rabbi are as well. Looking forward to the service tonight and to our Gesher students leading the service. So without further ado, we should get started.
Lovely. We're going to invite our Gesher 2 students and their teacher to come forward and to light Shabbat candles, which can be found on page 2. So hold on, we're going to have to.
We made Shabbat candle blessing mats, so the idea is that when they go home and light their Shabbat candles, they can actually put the candles on here, and these are laminated, so to not make a mess. Evie? Okay, girls? And come closer. I always have this problem.
Push forward and pull.
I know. There we go. Okay. Remember what we do with our hands? Ready? 1, 2, 3, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen.
And together we say, Yasher Koach, nicely done. You can return to your seats. We're going to join together in a song that's not in our prayer book, but one that people know, Hevenu Shalom Alechem.
Shalom Alechem, Alechem, Heveinu Shalom, Heveinu Shalom Alechem, Alechem, Heveinu Shalom, Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Heveinu shalom alechem, alechem heveinu, alechem heveinu, alechem heveinu shalom.
So we'll continue on page 12 as we welcome Shabbat and welcome Shabbat into our hearts, into our lives. And even though it's a little bit snowy outside, we're going to warm ourselves up with the warmth of Shabbat together as we sing Lechune Ranena.
Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena l'Adonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria l'tzur yishenu, nekadma fa b'tohoda. Naria, naria l'tzur yishenu, v'zmirot na'iralho. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena l'Adonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena.
And on page 20, we join in Lecha Dodi as we welcome Shabbat into our hearts.
Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, P'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, P'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'diborecha, Ishmiyanu el hamyuchan, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, V'shem u'tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, P'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, P'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor haveracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, P'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, P'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Hoi v'shalom ateret bala.
We turn to the back and greet our Shabbat bride.
Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, P'nei Shabbat, Nekabela.
Please be seated, and we continue with a song, a psalm for Shabbat, Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat, page 22.
Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat, tov lehodot l'Adonai, uzamer l'shimcha elyon, uzamer l'shimcha elyon. Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat, tov lehodot l'Adonai, uzamer l'shimcha elyon, uzamer l'shimcha elyon. V'hagid b'boker chazdecha, v'emunatecha b'leilot, alei asur v'alei navel, alei ayon b'chinar. Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat, tov lehodot l'Adonai, uzamer l'shimcha elyon, uzamer l'shimcha elyon.
We turn together to page 24, and there we have the song Shalom Aleichem, words of peace, greetings of peace. We say to each other, Shalom Aleichem, may peace be on you, and we respond to each other with Aleichem Shalom, and on you may there be peace.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeidchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We turn together to page 26 as we rise for Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitkadav, Yitkadash me Rabbah.
Amen.
Almighty Barach Yirutei v'Yamlich Malchutei B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayim d'chol Beit Yisrael Bagala, Bagala u'v'zman kariv v'yimaru. Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevorach Le'olam alal me'almaya. Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitbar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitale, V'yitalal, Shemei Dekudesha,
Barechu.
Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran be'alma, V'yimaru. Amen.
And on page 28, we join in Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach
Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated, and we'll continue on page 30 with Ma'ariv Aravim, a prayer that thanks God for the mysteries and the wonders of creation. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteach sha'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem b'rakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uvein layla, Adonai tzavaot shemo. El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Page 33. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form?
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amecha avta, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadata, Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shulchenu, Uvkumeinu nasiach bechukecha, V'nizmach b'divrei Toratecha, U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negei yomam v'layla, negei yomam v'layla, ve'ahavatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
This week, we are reading Parshat Vayikra, the very first words of the book of the same name, Vayikra, or Leviticus in English. What does the word mean? It doesn't mean Leviticus, because Leviticus, what does Leviticus mean even? Yeah, I don't know. It has to do with the Levites. So it's the Levites are the folks who organize all the things at temple. Well, in the ancient temple. Okay? Yes. So, but the book, actually, the Hebrew name for the book is Vayikra. And Vayikra means, no? To call, right, to be called. So God calls us to observe. And the whole book is filled with all sorts of opportunities to engage with sacred experiences. And we have an opportunity this evening to hear from our students about how they think or what they think about Shabbat, right? Yes, about Shabbat. So we're going to invite our students forward with their teacher, Maura Pam. And you're going to step right over here. We're going to take turns, maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
So to prepare for tonight, we made a list of things that, to prepare for tonight, we made a list of things that we do during the week. And then we made another list of things that we just do on Shabbat, so we could see how special Shabbat was. So then each student made a picture of things that they do with their family on Shabbat. So they are going to share with you one at a time their picture and what they do on Shabbat. So you can go first. Just talk to the microphone.
So this is what I made.
You just hold it up. Yeah.
So this is me and my brother playing cards. I just put them in random outfits because why not? And this is my mom doing animation. And this is my dad playing games on his computer.
You can show it to everybody at home. Okay, good job. Yasher Koch, thank you so much. Evie, let me hold your page for you, and I'll hold it so that everybody can see it.
This is a picture of me cooking with my family.
And cooking for what, Evie?
For Shabbat.
Cooking for Shabbat. Okay. And what do you guys like to cook for Shabbat? No? Do you have a special Shabbat meal?
No.
Now you change it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Lila?
This
Good.
is
Lila, why don't you hand it to me, and I'm going to hold it so everybody can see it.
me baking in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And
Awesome.
just holding all of the different stuff, and then there's different things on the counter.
And what are you cooking in the kitchen?
It's different things sometimes.
Okay. What's your favorite thing?
I don't know. Different.
Okay. Mine's chocolate. Do you cook with chocolate often?
Not really.
No? Okay. All right. Yes, Kos. Thank you all.
And we are ready to do Shabbat.
And girls, when you come stay around the mic. We'll put this, everybody can, there we go. Come stand close. And we are going to join together in Shema on page 34. We're going to ask everybody to please rise.
So the girls, are you ready to sing it or do you want to read it?
Sing it.
You ready to sing it? Okay, all right. Here we go, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Adonai Yisrael Ed.
Yasher Kov, thank you so much. Please be seated, and we will continue on the following page, page 36, with Ve'ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים לחיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם
Adonai Elohechem Emet. Page 39. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. Together, the high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא.
Page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Baruch atah Adonai haborei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Baruch atah Adonai haborei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael.
Page 45. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam.
Page 47. Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. Adonai sefatai tiftach, ufi agid tehilatecha. Adonai, open our lips, that our mouths may declare your praise. Please rise. Page 48.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chazdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem. Mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayeh emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha bal gevurot, Umidom elach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, B'ne'eman atah l'hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Kadoshim b'chol yom yahalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated, and we'll continue on page 53. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed. And we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57. You are with us in our prayer, our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. And there may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. Let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot. And at this time in our lives and in the world, there is so much strife and so much pain. And yet we think of a sense of peace and wholeness, a sense of being complete again, a whole again. And so we join together in our prayer for peace. Shalom Rav on page 60.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata melech Adon lecho Shalom. Ki ata melech tasim leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. V'tov einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam.
Sometimes our prayer book is inspiring. The prayers seem to speak to exactly what we're feeling at that moment. And sometimes we have prayers that are in our own hearts and in our own minds. And so we take a few moments for those prayers that are inside each one of us. We take some moments for silent prayer.
Yehu leratzon imrefi vehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri
We turn together to page 253 as we think of all those who need our energies and blessings of healing, all those whose lives and families and homes have caused so much or have been so affected during this war in Ukraine, their family members, so many families affected and torn apart. It's so painful to watch on TV. And we think too of all those who continue to struggle with COVID-19, and we think of our caregivers and our medical professionals who work so hard to keep us safe and healthy. We think of all those in our world who need a blessing of healing, whether it be a healing of body or soul or mind or heart. And we mention in our congregation Greg Bennett, Michael Byron, Scott Gordon, Rebecca Gottlieb, Phyllis Levin, Jacob Adams, Pat Hanna, Doug Ford, Steve Tottelman, Michael Goldman, Linda Lyons, Patsy Olson, Zachary Jackson, Bruce Harrell, Andrea Kempner-Blake, Frank Fusaro, Edna Fritz, Katie Alaya, Renee Goldman, Phil DiFrancesco, Jay Kaler, Nancy Kohler, Debbie Perry, Corinne Rhodes, Matea Press, Sheila Cohn, Marilyn Weinecke, Diane Levy, Jeannie Neibauer, Darlene Sharp, Julie Matthews, Dane Marcinowski, Maggie Lee, Noyak Grinberg, Stacy Mason, and Ezra Gregory Soika. If you are joining us via our live stream, please, if you have a name that you would like to add it into our chat box. If you are joining us in person and would like to share a name as I look around, please do so. We join together in Mishaberach, page 253.
Misheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We turn together to Elenu, page 282. Please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula le'otzeh bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo saman
Mishpechot Adama,
shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu
kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu.
Shehu notei shamayim ve'yotzer haaretz, umoshav yikarov hashamayim imam, u'shchinatu zo, begovei meromim, hu Eloheinu ein od, emet malkeinu efes zulato, kakatu b'torato, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, בארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Our thoughts turn now to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and of death. In our congregation, we are in the period of Shloshim for Renee Goldberg, and we observe the following yahrzeits on this Shabbat: Joan Harf, Aaron Bernstein, Irma Seligman, Sidney Sherman, Estella Phillips, May Luries, Emma Levy, Levi Epstein, Milton Schaffner, Julius Leopold, Hannah R. Schlesinger, Alice Marks Rosenbaum, Kurt Rabinchek, Sidney Evans, Isidore Lefkowitz, Herbert Jacobs, Max W. Schuster, Simon Spatz, Joseph Marks, Max Sender, Abram Kleinert, Max Goldstein, Louis Rosenzweig, J. Emerson Wolf, Sam Kimmel, Joanna Kapp, Isaac Levy, and Elaine Schuster. If you are here joining us via live stream, please, if you have a name that you would like to add, enter it into our chat box. If you are here in person and would like to share a name, please do that. So together we rise as we turn to words of Kaddish on page 294. Please rise. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ba'alma divrach rutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chai echon uv'yom echon, uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'izman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'elam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran b'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. Amen. Please be seated, and we're going to invite Rochelle Krowinski back to share some congregational announcements.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and Rabbi and Gesher students and Jesse, thank you for a wonderful service. How exciting and invigorating. It was just wonderful seeing the students, and thank you for your participation and sharing those beautiful pictures and stories of what you like to do on Shabbat with your families. The services this weekend are in memory of Johanna Kapp, Joan Harf, Julius Leopold, and Elaine Schuster. Tomorrow, we have Saturday morning Shabbat service via Zoom, YouTube, and in person, and Torah study that starts at 11 o'clock. And Sunday, we have Gesher. And for those people attending in person, just as all of you are there tonight, we ask those who are eligible to be vaccinated, be fully vaccinated and boosted, and wear masks while in temple. And we're so delighted to be back in person. And would love to be there tonight, but I'm watching that snowfall out here in McCain. So again, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I do want to mention one thing before I stop, and that is to remind folks, if you have not participated in the JCC-sponsored fundraiser for Ukraine, please do so. And if you need information, call the office, send your check to the JCC, and they'll make sure, because they're matching any donations that are given. Again, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Rochelle, thank you. A big yasher koach to Mora Pam and all of our Gesher 2 students. You did a wonderful, wonderful job. Big snaps. So why don't you all come forward and help us with our closing song and our blessings. Come on up. Okay. You all know the song, Od Yavo Shalom? I think you guys know it. Okay, all right, let's hear it.
Okay, you guys ready to help me? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Do that again. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam. Aleinu ve'al kulam.
there's hand motions to this, right? So we go salam, everybody goes salam with one hand. That's half the world. Then the next salam is the other half of the world. And then we mix the whole world together and we go in a little hand dance saying that we're all together in the whole world. All right, let's do it.
You ready to do that again? Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam.
All right, Yashar
Yashar
Koah.
Koah.
Very nice. Stay right where you are. We're gonna do our blessings. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's do Kiddush first. Ready?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon inchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, ki banu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol amim b'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen.
Now, are you ready to lead us in Motzi? Go close to the microphone so everybody can hear you at home. Ready? How does it start?
Motzi lechem haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Yashar Koah.
Yashar
Thank
Koah.
you. Oh,
Thank
great
you.
job. Shabbat Shalom. You can take a piece of challah, rip off a piece. There you go. All right. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbat. Stay safe, stay warm. We'll see you soon.